Greetings from the Greater Grace Fellowship Church in Bangalore, India. This is Pastor Brian speaking on behalf of the body of Christ here. We're just so thankful to be a part of the ministry of the Greater Grace World Outreach, and just an update on some of the things that we do here in the church in India. My parents have recently moved down from Goa to be with us in Bangalore. We are fortunate to work with a great team of men, Pastor Benny Zachariah, Pastor Valerian, Pastor Dinesh, on our staff here. We have a Bible college classes every day, Mondays to Friday from 7 to 10 in the morning. It's great to see people from different walks of life come to Bible college that have a vision for their lives, that need to be trained in missions. It is something that is very dear to our hearts, and one of the main weapons with which we deal with the Prince of Darkness in this nation. We've also had some great men God has raised up during the years. Some of them will be possibly ordained and given licenses to preach when Pastor Shala comes to India in 2013 in Bangalore, where the conference will be held here. We have outreaches in different parts of the city. As these men lead and the body is mobilized, we have a women's ministry headed up by my wife. She teaches the women every week. They have a great time when new women are added to the ministry through investment. Pastor Guru Raj, and he handles the youth ministry. We have had camps. We've taken these kids out to the mountains and just give them a perspective of their value that they have in this world in the light of the seduction that is out there in a very changing generation in our nation. The kids ministry is also unique. As the services are going on, we have 3 different groups of kids that are being ministered to simultaneously, and we can see these kids graduate from each group, and some of them are teenagers today in the ministry and will eventually go forward to Bible school and maybe even be missionaries someday. As regards with the churches that we have, it's amazing that these men have made decisions in faith to relocate with their families in different parts of the nation. Pastor and Fatima are in Goa, as lively as ever, loving the body of Christ. Pastor Tenny and Mary that recently moved to Coimbatore with their family in a new church planting venture. Pastor Sam and Sophie in Chennai, that they have services English and in Tamil. In Andhra Pradesh, we have Pastor John and Savia in Hyderabad with Suresh and Sudarshan on the team there. We also have Pastor Arul and Jabitha in Vishakhapatnam, gone out last year, and they really cater to the people there, and especially the university students. Pastor Paul, Hurigoji and Ruth in Bangarpet with their church that is about 2 hours away from Bangalore. In Samalkot, in Andhra Pradesh, we have Pastor Moses and Priscilla minister there, especially in an area that is ridden with HIV, and then Pastor Isaac and Hepzibah in Karimnagar. We also have a couple of other church planting opportunities that we are looking into, and we just pray that men and women of God will be raised up to go into God's harvest field, which is the world. We are looking forward to Pastor Glenn and his wife coming here in the first week of May. We will be having a conference in India with all the pastors coming. Most of all, thank you for the messages that come to us through the internet, and we're able to pipe it in so that the body can hear it. Monday nights we come together, we listen to it. It's been phenomenal just listening to those messages and then staying back and interacting with each other. We thank you for your love, your support, your ministry, the covering that we have received, the heritage that we have. 27 years of being in this ministry since the day it began in 1985 is such an amazing privilege, and we treasure that every moment. Shukriya, Shukriya.